The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Gamecocks will get us started with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Clark. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wilson will throw. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. First play of the drive wants to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. This offense has it with really good field position. He'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Summers. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing on the field because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it out. It's Clark. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Wilson to pass. He's got him. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
It's complete to the left. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And the Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off?
There he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Hums it downfield. Soft spot in the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Wilkins. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The give to the back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation of the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. He'll make the tackle and force the 4th down.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Wilson will throw. Got his man. Nice move there. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Working that left side now. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receivers. Putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in.
Breaks into the open. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
And it makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs.
Throws toward the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. He'll set up to throw. Unloads it left. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds the tight end. Ball down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
To the air, it's Wilkins. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires left. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Catch in the middle, it's Platt.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Makes the grab. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Razorbacks will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Arkansas! They won it all, and that is exactly what they
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Complete downfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Unloads to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He's got his man. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Really nice 1st down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Pulls it and fires to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Gamecocks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
The Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. Wants to throw. It's Wilkins. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He wants to change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's going for the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown, South Carolina.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He gets a block. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards for the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's reeled in. It's Bryant. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Wilkins. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Brown has it. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Relentless, tough running. Gets it down to the 4.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Power football with the run. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. Sneak gets it done.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And he tacks on the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harrison. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He leaves it with his back. Oh, he's got some space. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Quickly to the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Back to throw, it's Wilkins. He's got the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. got it in the middle. It's Bryant. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the outside. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Buys a little time with his feet. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Wraps it inside the tag. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He'll bring it out. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wilson to pass. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. And you got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Got it in stride at the 15. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. At the 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Razorbacks will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? And I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Wilkins. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Hauls it in at the 25. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Arkansas! Stealing a score on special teams. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead.
Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Bringing it back, the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Razorbacks. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Oh, they blocked the extra point.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And this defense is dialed in. This is fun to watch. The pass defense all being on a string, understanding their responsibilities, almost had another interception there. They are hunting the football.
Back to throw, it's Wilkins. Fires to the middle. Finds space on the right. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Gamecocks in the hurry up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The short hands, it's Summers. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Going to the run, it's Howell. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rushes on him. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Takes it the other way. He's at the 30. Inside the... And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Arkansas! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a top 5 battle with enormous ramifications all across football. Here's the latest. UCLA is just getting blown right out of the Rose Bowl today. And while scorned Pac-12 fans might have no problem with that, this will not sit well with that fan base. They're trailing by 14 to Oregon. We'll circle back if anything big happens in a 1 versus 2 matchup you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Spears. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing.
He's going to let it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Back to throw, it's Wilkins. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in, it's Clark. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Summers. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. The give out of the gun. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback, and I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions.
Got it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. Trying to pound it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, you saw him there, shot out of a cannon. He came off the edge using his speed, able to get that TFL.
And usually known for covering, but you got to understand the circumstances, right? Like the red zone situations, I got to be able to come out of that defensive backfield and play the run game, and he did quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Looking to pass, it's Wilkins. Bag's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You're powered in for the touchdown and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Set to advance on the football.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Give to the running back. Runs through a tackle. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do. And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but
it's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
To the air. It's Wilkins. Got his man in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Gamecocks are in the hurry-up.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be done.
It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball, turning it on. Got the first down and more. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Flying down the left side. The 20. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of look.
Close to the end zone, and the ball's out. And he was able to get back on top of it.
Well, they decided to try to run it in on that 2-point play. He got 2 yards, but he needed 1 more. They fall short.
35.
He'll bring it out. It's Harrison. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He's past the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way. This guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Unloads it downfield. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
Moving out of the pocket. Throwing on the run. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Snagged in the middle. It's flat. And they swarm him under. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change.
He's got him on the right side. Great job by the receiver to get the foot down. The Razorbacks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the punishment has been extended. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. To throw, it's Spears. Pulls it in, it's Summers. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Looking left. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Taking it the other way. The 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. Forget the kick, he's going to throw it.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Going right to work up top. Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting.
Breaks into the open. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build a...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Arkansas. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyway. It's awful.
Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the 2-point try. They're getting getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. Looking downfield, it's Spears. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, South Carolina.
After this, it'll be a wrap.
Football 7. Football 7. Here we go.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the fourth down pass falls in.